Hello, my most amazing art students. So today we're going to go over our pencil lines with crayon and talk about just the different types of colors we're going to use, because when we paint it, we want the crayon to have, where did my phone go? Oh, I put it up. Let me go grab it. So in my original piece, I used like a light colored yellow crayon here. I'm going to zoom in, not out. So you can see here I used like a yellow crayon, an orange crayon to draw this flower, a purple crayon to draw this flower, and then, light green here, and then I colored in some shading with some yellow so that when I painted with green, it gives it a highlight. Even back here in the back, I used like a mint colored green to add in some foliage back there, and all these different lines that I've added in here, the different greens and the yellows that I've used. Even here, I did yellow leaves, and then I did green crayon here, and I added different colored paints when I painted it. So light pink crayon, and then I painted with purple here. And then on this palm type tree, I did brown and yellow, and then light green leaves, and then I painted over it. So it gives it dimension, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Orange crayon, but I kind of stuck to those colors. So I'm going to pull those types of colors out. I'm not even seeing that minty green color. I think it was. And the sun is definitely, I can even start with that. Go ahead and do, red circle for my sun. Nice and bright there. And then I'm going to zoom out and start drawing in the colors of the flowers and the leaves. So just right over top of the pencil lines, I'm going to trace over those. I'm going to have to add some more in. I know sometimes it can be kind of scary to use a permanent type of crayon or marker or something when you're doing a special piece of artwork, but it's okay and I'm even just going to go in here and add another layer to that, and then go over the leaves for this flower. But I'm going to just vary the colors of greens that I'm using so that when I go to paint, I have, and I think I definitely want to have an orange, let's see, orange flower over here. This one has more curvy petals than the other one did. Also, at the base, like if you look at Rousseau's, he has these leaves that kind of are at the base of his flower. So I'm going to add those in there. And there is some overlapping element. There are some overlapping elements in this drawing. So you can do that. I definitely need my brown crayon for this tree back here. I have to skip behind my flowers because I don't want to draw over the top of them, because this tree is behind that flower. There we go. And I might add just another branch coming off right there, and then maybe another one coming off there. to give it more. And I think I'm going to do that palm frond style leaf off of here. And again, highlight it with the yellow so that it needs one more leaf. All right, and then I'm going to go in with this green and just do small kind of teardrop shape leaves, little ovals. And none of this has to be like completely perfect or finished because we are going to paint with our watercolors after this, and it'll have a whole different look to it. I think I'm going to use this blue to kind of give that look of, you know, some spiky styled. So when I paint back in here, it's going to have a resist. Maybe like a blue type grandma grass or something like that. And I'm with my brown, actually with my peach, I'm going to fill in a little bit of dirt along the bottom here with the peach color. So when I paint with my brown, it'll pop through. Draw my rock. This is called apricot, I believe. This peachy color. Draw that rock. You guys can't quite see that just because. There you go. And I went through and I kind of created like circles with this peachy color so that when I paint, and I'm going to kind of scribble around in this rock with this peachy color. And you could even do that with a little bit of gray too. Add some gray scribblies. Call this scumbling in art. Okay. All right. So there's that. And we need, I'm just going to go ahead and start. Let me go grab my green tray of crayon. So I like to have a variety. I have this tray of crayons, and it's got lots of different colors of greens in here, like this one. It's called Caribbean green, and I'm going to use that for this big plant, like these giant leaves that cover up my cheetah here. And draw all those in. We have a blank space here that I need to fill in. And I'm going to pick a different style of leaf to do that. I also want to go ahead and add that little accent, dark accent here in the center. So if you have one of those specialty crayon boxes that have, I think my son Jonah has like 120 colors, you can pick out all your greens and yellows and oranges to work with and get a really cool look. And if you don't have that, we can still get the same look with what we have. That's the nice thing about art. It'll still look awesome even if you don't have all the different colors. Remember to what's behind, like this leaf is in front of that one, so I definitely have to be careful not to draw over the top of it. And I'm going to change it up to a different color right there. For this is a little bit different one right here. Coming out of this area. So, and then I want to add that highlight along the side of this leaf. Kind of like a hosta plant, I think, has those. And then, I don't know what color this one is. Let's see, it might be like, it's rose art. I tend not to have very much rose art in the room because yeah, it's a blue-green. That's okay. And do these little tiny leaf bumps on, or circles on a stem. I'll do a couple of those. It's coming from down here. You guys might have houseplants at your house that you want to copy the leaves of, so you can do that as well. Don't let anything hold you back. That's just regular green, which I think I have regular green over here. Yeah. Ooh, look at this interesting one. This one's called olive green. Maybe I'll do the big leaves up here on this tree with the olive green. Remember, the tree leaves here are behind the flower in the front there. I'm just going to draw some big leaves for that tree. And it still looks like we need to fill in a few more spaces. I'm going to, this one's yellow-green, I'm going to create a line down each of those leaves to give some variation. All right. And maybe with this forest green, I will create a little spiky plant that's coming out right there. Maybe it comes in front of that one on the bottom. It's bigger down here. And actually, I think I want it to come all the way in front of this rock. That's what I like about crayons, too. They can go over a different, if it's darker. If it's lighter, it won't, but it comes all the way from the bottom there, over the top of that rock that I drew. Okay, and let's see, this guy, maybe we'll make a little, oh, you know what, we could take the brown and create kind of a little tree bush type thing that's coming. Remember, we're making Ys off of, and then we can fill it in with little leaves coming off of it. And then just here and here, I really want this jungle to be filled in, so use some more color. Oh, is that my rose art green? Let's see. We can make like a plant that kind of looks like a corn plant. That would have been something that we've seen in real life before. Corn stalks. And then we can add a highlight to that. Oop. My picture went away. Add a highlight to those. And we used a lot of that. I want to use my regular green. Okay. And do just a stem with just regular looking houseplant style leaves. You guys come up with your specialty leaves. You do what you want to. Look at Rousseau's paintings and see if you can get any ideas from his paintings. All right. I think this one needs a little bit more, a few more leaves over there, and I'm going to darken this leaf here underneath the flowers. Okay, so the last thing we need to color in is our cheetah. Well, our cheetah is, a lot of times they draw them orange. He's more of a yellow orange. I'm going to go ahead and take my yellow orange. I think this is called dandelion. It's one of my favorite crayon colors. And draw in our cheetah back here. Can't quite see those legs anymore, so we're just going to make a hint of them. Then we're going to take our black crayon, maybe. Gotta find it. There you are. And color in his eyes and draw those lines. Nose. And then spots. All over. Now I'm not going to put spots towards the bottom because their bellies don't have spots. All right, guys. There it is. There's my jungle scene all colored in. That was a long video. So, but very comprehensive. Can't wait to see yours. Next week we're going to paint them. Okay? Have a great